coming in to interrupt dreams with the existence of my being, and being undeliberately irksome and vexing and the maddening of your flesh. I clung like a vest, like my soul's purpose was to test the endurance of your mind and your soul, extending the limits of your heart, taking the time and invading your space, and the look on your face would tell me all that I would need to know. And all that I can say is I'm sorry for all the things that I have done, all the things I have done that have been repressed in my mind for so long, and they're all so wrong. I've done and caused harm for people I have cared for. I've done and caused harm for myself. Like when I put you in a position at such a young age of something for which you were not at the right stage of understanding, and it haunted us both in the back of our minds, repressed but identified us more than we ever knew. Emotional distress was at contest with the heart, and the mind was torn into so many directions with questions not only of its sanity but of humanity, and of the role in which the mind plays in controlling over the body. Over and over again, I slay my subconscious, reminding me that my biggest failure to you when I was in a position that I was in, my job was protection, but there was a conjecture between my body and my instincts, and I failed you. To the one I lost, punished for lies, you now lie in the pieces of my broken heart that I have collected into an urn of my spirit, keeping from weeping and sobbing in pain. My faith begins to wane, but I know I won't fall. God, catch me when I call. I have lost, but you bring me peace, and I am sorry. Pay the price for not only my mistakes, but for my cowardice. I find that I feel regrets for the things that I have no control over, because life goes on for a purpose that I do not decide. But I can still apologize for the mistakes that I have made, for an impure mind, and unholy at times I found satisfaction, at which you have already caused traction on an otherwise perfect relationship seemingly from the outside. And for the anger that I holstered for so long, and I know it was wrong, but I just couldn't get over the hurt and the hate that I had for you at that time. So much so it drove me insane, and maybe that's why I was always so mad at seemingly nothing. And when you asked me what was wrong, I said everything was okay. But that's over now. And it's like we picked up a four-leaf clover now. But it was nothing but God, not luck. It was God that fixed us up, that made things right. But Lord, my biggest apology is to you for turning my back, causing me to react to all these situations in the wrong way in the first place, losing time from my study, stopping my prayer, and the list goes on until even my worship was almost completely gone. And I felt like the biggest loser, losing my faith, weighed down and wondering what kind of example I am to those around me, destroying the witness to my witness, causing distress on my soul. And I'm crying for forgiveness for all my sins and all my wrongs. Lord, I'm sorry. I apologize. And I rise to say again that I apologize for coming in to interrupt dreams